Welcome to Kung Fu Epic number 2. So, I'm also doing a quick TikTok. If you're on TikTok right now, in about an hour or two, this video will be posted. So, well, my 2 videos will be posted. And I'm going to make another video right now, which will be more martial art talk than anything else. So, in about an hour, please go check out my video about martial art talk. I'm not going to stop the YouTube right now, but I am going to stop the TikTok right now. So in about an hour, I will be posting this martial art talk video. Right? Okay, so for everybody here on YouTube, if you found this video, um, let's let's give a little chat. And figure out how to cut that off. Okay, so damn. First and foremost, as we go down our journey in martial arts, you got to understand a lot of things that can, will, and do often go wrong in martial arts. All starts with your training. It really all starts with your training. It starts with who trained you, how they trained you, and what they actually did while training you. All right? A lot of people know that a kick is a kick and a punch is a punch. But what a lot of people don't know is it's more where you kick and where you punch that count versus how hard. All right? Now, each style will tell you something different. Each style will definitely tell you something different. And the problem with that is a lot of people want to be tangibly set in one style. And the truth be told is that no style is really superior to another style. There are no superior martial arts. There are only superior martial artists in that art. That is a hill that I'm more than willing to die on, because here's the thing. If I'm really good at Kung Fu, and you're better at a different style of Kung Fu, the chances of me beating you depends on how tough I am and how tough you are. Because if you're tough as nails and I'm a glass cannon, shout out to the comic detective, because that's where I got that from. If you're a glass cannon, you're fucked. Alright? If I'm a glass cannon, I'm fucked. Now, if we're both glass cannon, then it's going to rely on who has the better skill set, or who's been training longer, or who gets that first lucky shot in. Because understand how fights work is that you got two people enraged, and some people don't have their synaptics together while they're enraged. A golden rule to remember: if you lose your head, you lose your fight. Or if you want to make it a nursery rhyme, if you lose your head, you'll end up dead. All right? It's not that difficult of a concept to understand that you are in a fight. Whether it was like a small skirmish that exploded, or rather you are fighting professionally, or if you're fighting in the streets because of something, or if you're fighting to defend yourself in any capacity, understand that a fight is a fight. And it doesn't really matter who thinks they are the baddest motherfucker around. What's gonna matter is how that fight ends. You're not gonna look at somebody and say right off the bat that you can beat their ass. And it actually happens. Because that person on the other side of that battle is thinking the exact fucking same thing. Oh, I'm gonna beat this guy's ass. He thinks he's gonna beat my ass, but I'm gonna beat his ass. So you're both thinking you're gonna beat each other's ass. Now the question is, can you? Because a lot of people think they can beat people's ass until they get into a fight and find out, I fucked up. You do not know how tough your opponent is until you take one of their hits and can get up. And it ain't even got to be their best hit, just a hit. Because if you can't get up from a hit, God help you when you take one that's their best hit. And there's a thing about that too, because no one really knows what their best hit is. And in my opinion, and only my opinion, your best hit is that one that fucking works. Alright? So I check your chin, and you got a steel chin, and I've hit you in that bitch with a 3-piece, boom, 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 and you're still coming. I gotta change up my game. So I probably should not have hit you in the chin 3 times. Now that I know that your chin is steel, I got to worry about me. And if you hit me and I go to sleep, well, I'm a glass cannon. All right. Again, shout out to the comic detective because that's where I got that phrase from. Now, the thing about fighting works on a two-way path. All right. Someone's gonna win, someone's gonna lose. There's always that third option of you all can just walk away, and there's that fourth option of freak accident where you knock each other out. And the fifth accident is that it's a draw, where y'all fight for 3 days straight and nobody takes a break until your body just shuts down. And that can happen. Your body can shut down. You might be the best fighter. You might not be healthy that day. Hell, your opponent might not be healthy that day and still beat your ass. You know, it's just a matter of who's got the better skill set. It ain't really about who wants it more. It's about the situation. Because I can tell you right now, at 5'3", it's not that I want it more. It's that my survival record needs to stay up here versus down here. And every fight that I get in, someone's going to be bigger than me. Someone's going to be stronger than me. My survival level shrinks in every fight that I get in. I know that because I'm 48. And every time you get into a fight, your survival level may start up here. But it descends if you're not the one who's winning when that fight takes off. Alright? You always have to fight smarter, not harder. Because if you're fighting harder, you have a good chance of fucking your shit up. Now, let me put it correctly. Understand this shit. It's easier for you to break your hand on somebody's face than for you to break their face with your hand. Alright? Again, circumstances pending. They may have a glass jaw. But 9 times out of 10, if you don't throw the punch correctly, you're going to break your hand. And I always tell people, you don't put full power behind that hit until it's necessary. While you're beginning, you're feeling them out. Because if you think you're just going to boom and level somebody, you may piss them off. You may wake up a sleeping dragon. And then you're going to have a fucking problem. Alright? I myself am 126 pounds of problem. Alright? So, like I said, everybody's bigger than me. I know that going in. I know I have to fight to survive and I have to win by any means necessary. Now, I know you're going to be thinking, but there's no honor in that. Have you ever seen Ranma in the School of Anything Goes martial arts? Look it up. So if I know how to hurt you, because I know how to hurt everyone, then that's what I'm going to do. If you are bigger than me, I have to leap up to hit you in the face or the throat because you're that tall, then that's not my go-to move. Alright? Right here is my go-to because if you can't breathe, you can't hurt me. So if we're standing and you're 6'2", or 6'7", or 7'4", you're not going to beat my ass easily. You're going to think that you can beat my ass because I'm small. That was your first mistake. You underestimated me due to my size and my look. I look harmless to you, which is how a lot of big guys get fucked up. Because they look at a little guy like me and say, he's harmless. He can't hurt anybody. There's nothing he can do to me. Well, if you catch me sleeping, you could be correct. But if I'm wide awake, if I'm wide alert, and we both jazzed up on adrenaline, you're going to have to work for that ass whooping. And by that, I mean you're going to have to work to give me that ass whooping. My size has never been a factor in a fight to me. That's just an ego trip that everybody gets on until somebody my size breaks them down to size. Alright? I'm 5'3", I'm 126 pounds. I'm actually 5'3" and a half. If you want to count that half, the Army sure as fuck didn't. So, the thing about that is, size does not matter. Your skill level matters. If I'm in a fight with you, I have a plan. Now, you heard me say that. I'm going to tell you what happens when you have a plan. Understand this shit, because this is real life. You can have all the fucking plans you want. I'm going to tell you mine. You know why? Because I almost know every fucking time that I'm not going to get the opportunity to do that plan. And neither are you. So my plan is simple. You're going to throw a jab. I'm going to get to the outside. I'm going to break your elbow. I'm going to slide up your arm. And I hit you in the throat. That's the plan. That plan's going to change the second you swing at me. Because if you don't swing the right punch, I can't get to the outside. I can't break the elbow. I can't strike a rib or the throat. See what I'm saying? See what I just did there? I just showed you that your plans, you can have them all day. All fucking day. That guy on the other side of that fight also has plans. He may be a boxer, so he may come in, yeah, I'm a boxer, motherfucker. Yo, jab, jab, cross, jab, jab, uppercut. You might not be a boxer. You may only know martial arts. But you know how to block. You know, you can block Thai fighting, boom, boom. You can block Kung Fu, boom, boom, boom. You can block Kempo, boom, boom. You can block all that shit. But how long can you keep it up? Because eventually you're going to have to counter. You know, same thing on the other side. You know, y'all can block each other all day because a good defense is a great offense. The problem is, if you're both equally meshed, you're not going to stop until one of you get tired or one of you just concede. But by doing that, you've probably earned each other's respect. But understand that every plan you have in a fight is always subject to change. Always subject to change. Which is why when y'all see me make these videos, I always tell you quite a few things, but the one thing that stays consistent is that you need to be able to adapt. 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 If you cannot adapt in a fight, you are going to get fucked up. Now, like I said, I have a plan. My plan is you're going to throw this punch. I'm either going to do Wing Chun and strike, because it's going to come here, so I'm going to block and I'm strike, and this is going to protect me from anything you're throwing. I'm going to do Kung Fu, where I'm going to get to the outside. I'm also going to do Kempo as well, because I still get to the outside. I'm going to break at the elbow. I'm going to slide up, and I'm going to hit you in the throat. I'm going to slide down, and I'm going to hit you in your ribs. And I'm going to hit you somewhere where I'm going to do damage, versus hit you a solid muscle like your chest. If I'm hitting you in solid muscle, there's a good chance that I'm not doing anything but pissing you off. I'm not trying to piss you off. I'm trying to permanently damage your shit so that you will think twice before you decide, hey, the next guy that's 5'3" comes along, I'm going to fuck him up. No, you're going to think twice about that shit. But more importantly, you're not going to come after me for revenge. Hard to have revenge when you're not healed the fuck up. So if I break your elbow, that controls your fist. So I want to show y'all this. Watch my wrist. Can't see it. Let me see it. Alright, hold on. There's a vein right in here. There it is. Can y'all see that? You see that twitching? Now, you see it twitching. Let me get my head out the shadow. Fuck. Okay, watch this part of my arm. See all that? Now you see my hands wiggling? That's for you people who don't believe pressure points work. Or broken arteries. A lot of you are going to call me on bullshit on that. That's fine. You didn't take Kempo. Or you didn't take Kenpo. Whichever one you want to spell it, it's the same fucking shit. It works on pressure points. So when you're throwing that jab, I'm breaking your elbow, which is right connected to this little thing that fuses and moves. When your fingers move, put your hand where my hand is. Put your hand exactly where my hand is, and then do this. When you can feel that, well, you won't be feeling that once I break your fucking elbow. Which is exactly why you do the Echo Fang Grey Wolf break versus the Steven Seagal break. Because they always break here. At the wrist, they want to break and protrude your shit. Now, I ain't trying to fucking make you bleed out that bad. I'm just trying to make sure that you never function properly ever the fuck again. So when I block and I break that elbow, when I come in for the gut or the free-floating rib or a kidney, because more than likely you're throwing a jab from the left, because most people who fight, they fight standard style. So they'll throw a jab, and I will be on this side, and you will find me on this side. This will get broken, this will get hit, or this will get hit. And if I'm on this side, I'm going to hit you in the throat, or I'm going to hit you in the kidney or the liver. I'm going to hit you somewhere where it's going to collapse your shit. Now, if I get lucky, and you're throwing the left jab, and I can't move myself to that position, I'm going to block and strike for your throat versus your chin, and this is a heartbeat away from your sternum. Now, there's a good chance in that process, your right hand, because you must have thought that I forgot that you had a right hand, is going to connect with my face. All right? If I'm lucky and I get the move in before your hand hits my face, I'm going to win that shit. Where if you're lucky, I'm probably going to flip off to the side there and be stretched out. I'm going to slide across the ground. It just depends on how strong you are and how light my body is when I get hit. You know? The reality of fighting is simple. We both got plans going in. This is your plan, this is my plan. What's going to happen when our bodies collide? There is no plan. There will be a lot of fucking adapting. And if you don't know how to adapt in a fight, you're going to forfeit your ass to this person. And they're going to beat you until they can't. That being said, I am Echo Fang Grey Wolf. I am sorry for the outside noise. I am sorry for the wildlife. And I hope that I taught you guys something in this 14 minutes and some change video. Thank you for watching. Be seeing ya.